Says that this is all a simulation, he would have been permanently trapped on the Earth plane. The tech that is coming will blow your mind.
Hi everyone, thank you for watching. By law, I have to tell you that this is for entertainment purposes only. All videos are property of Psychic Liz Cross, LLC. Thank you.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining me. It's Mr. Reality and Psychic Medium Liz Cross. I thought today we could channel the infamy of Dr. Wayne Dyer, who crossed over in 2015.
Oh, yes, please. What would you like to know?
How's he doing? What's he up to? What was he doing before we called him?
Hanging out with his mother.
What day is it over there?
It's every day.
What's the weather like?
Mild.
So, what did he get wrong about the other side?
A lot.
Be more specific.
His definitions were not always accurate of what consciousness was, what we were actually doing. And even though he's on the other side, he doesn't fully understand it.
Oh, I was hoping he could give us the answers because he's on the other side. Doesn't he have a broader understanding of everything?
He does, but a lot of the information is hidden.
Doesn't he become omnipotent upon death and omniscient?
Somewhat. Somewhat.
What things are still hidden from you then?
Who is running the show?
Is God a person?
No.
Is Jesus a person?
No.
How does thinking there work versus down here?
Ooh, how does thinking up there work versus down here? You don't think, really. You don't have in-depth thinking like we do here because you don't have the energetic structures to go into very much deep thought.
So you're less introspective. It strips away more of you than you have in the earth plane.
Basically, yes.
Has he met any other like spiritual gurus like Ram Dass or Neville Goddard over there?
Oh, yes.
And what do they commiserate about?
About life in general, where consciousness is going to be the next time round. I feel he's not coming back for a good 200 years.
What is
And they want,
consciousness? Go ahead.
sorry, they want to bring something valuable to the people, and when they come back in.
So doesn't he feel that he did a lot of that on this incarnation? And like, what is the disconnect from what he's bringing in next time versus what he brought in this time?
He does feel as if he brought in a lot, but he has a lot of unfinished business.
Is there a hell?
No,
So you were estranged from your father. You grew up in an adoption or a foster home, I think, in Detroit, and you forgave your father for leaving you at his tomb in a cemetery. So was there like a resolution for you crossing over? Did you meet your father? What was that like?
he knows his father. Yes. Are you still going to make another soul contract? Yes, he is. And what was that like? It really wasn't anything very emotional when he got to the other side. It really was just, okay, you're my dad, I'm me. Let's do it again.
How important was that vocal forgiveness to have and give his father on the earth plane?
Ooh, how important. He believes it was very important to forgive. He believed that that released him from belonging to his father, from having to repeat the soul contract. But again, we know they do a mind wipe on the way up or when you get there. So therefore, it doesn't seem so bad. And when he reconnected with his father on the other side, it's, yeah, okay, this is no big deal. Let's do it again. That is so frustrating.
You said something interesting. There's a mind wipe on the way up. Is that through the tunnel? And what exactly are we forgetting in that tunnel process?
Mind wipe through the tunnel. When you get towards the end of the tunnel, the mind wipe is there. Yes.
Then how
And
do you
sorry.
go through a life review if you have been wiped of your mind?
Ooh, how do you go through a life? It's not, okay, maybe mind wipe is the wrong word, but it's more like an emotional mind wipe. It's all the worries and troubles are gone when you pass through that barrier.
I thought those were disconnected from the body. Are they still trapped in the body, or do they follow you through that tunnel? And you've said before it's like a 2 hour swim up the tunnel, which reminded me of salmon spawning against the current of to get back to their homeland.
I thought we left the emotions. The question is, did we leave it? No, the emotions travel with you. The soul emotions, they travel with you, not the conscious mind emotions, but the soul emotions travel with you. But then there, when you get to that last stage and you go through that wiping, it's like everything is fine again, even though it's imprinted on the soul, and you have to reincarnate using those same emotions or trying to figure out ways to um, transmute them once and for all from dark to light if they were negative. But yeah, you don't really feel the deep weighted emotions like we do here on the earth plane.
So it seems like there's a mind wipe both ways. There's a mind wipe when we get up there, and there's also an emotional wipe on the spirit plane. Is that accurate?
Is that accurate that we have one? Mostly, yes.
So what is consciousness here on the earth plane versus where you are at now?
Ooh, he said consciousness on the earth plane is a false reality.
Can you only observe the present on the earth plane, or can you observe the past on the earth plane?
No, it's really the now. Your conscious mind is supposed to deal with the now. Although you can, have memories, but I don't think that's what you were talking about, he says.
Well, my question is, well, we'll go on to the next one. I wondered from him, what has he learned since crossing over? We touched on it at the beginning, but what changed his belief system as a spirit versus a human?
What have you learned since crossing over? He says that this is all a simulation. And how has your belief system changed? He kind of believed it was a simulation here, but he couldn't prove it really. But now he sees it from his perspective up there, and he says, "Oh yeah, it's definitely a simulation."
Has he had any other incarnations outside of the earth plane grid?
No,
Is that not allowed?
is that allowed? No,
Is there a moment after your death where everything just makes sense all at once, it all clicks, and you're like, oh, now like an epiphany moment?
no, not really. It was very much like, I remember this place, but I had thought that it was something completely different.
So is it dreamlike and you kind of wake up, or are you always consistently in that dream on the other side?
No, it's not dreamlike, but it was like he had to readjust. It was a massive adjustment for him as a soul, whereas some souls, it doesn't take long to adjust at all. But for him, he did a lot of self work here on the earth plane, and he installed a lot of information within his soul. So when he took it back up there, he had to like really decipher what was true, what wasn't true, what fits. I have to readjust to be here. It took a while.
So what was changed in his belief system when he got that new re-downloaded knowledge of the other side, the spirit plane? What did he have to adjust?
He had to adjust existing there because you know what? He was someone who actually toyed with the idea of not going into the light.
That was one of my next questions.
Oh, really? I did not know that about him.
Was there a point where he could have chosen to stay?
No,
Are there earthbound souls that he's aware of which have chosen that path? Can he see that now?
are there earthbound souls that have there are some. He did try. Did you try to fight the light? He did resist it a little bit, but it feels so warm and loving and comfortable and familiar. It's very difficult to resist.
Is it a false sense of security in the light? Because there are people that say there are beings that are in the golden light that make themselves look like your relatives, and in fact, they're not.
No, he believes that they are your relatives.
But are they?
They are.
What would have happened had he chosen not to go into the light?
He would have been permanently trapped on the earth plane.
We've met some ghosts like that. We'll do that again in October. So, did he ever leave his body when he was in the earth plane? Did he ever practice astral projection, out of body experiences?
All the time.
And so, what portion of him disconnected then from his body?
What portion of you disconnect? About 70%.
And how is that different from the dissolution of his body and now where he's at? Is he like at 100% or is there like a whole different changing process of his consciousness when he's dead?
No, he's completely severed from that connection with his body. He knows that will never happen again.
How many
Was
other
that
incar
painful for you to? It was painful for him
where did he feel that pain if he's an orb?
in his soul consciousness.
How does that equate to living?
It's very sad. He liked being Wayne Dyer, and knowing that he could never be Wayne Dyer again. It's very hurtful to him because he believes he did a lot of great work here on the earth plane.
So let's talk about the earth plane work that he did. Is intention like a field or unlimited possibility that you can tap into on the earth plane?
It's not a field. Is it an unlimited possibility? It is. Intention is everything.
Are you able to dissolve a soul contract if you do forgive someone while you're incarnated?
No.
No. Hmm. So does forgiveness matter?
Yes.
Why?
It sets you free.
So the ego is something that you have when you're incarnated. It almost separates you from God. What do you do? Have an ego when you're where you're at now?
No, there's no ego.
Have you communicated with other beings in other jobs up there?
All the time.
Tell me about some of those interactions.
He likes to be around IT or future IT experts, like the really top programmers that are coming in that will just change our world. The tech that is coming will blow your mind.
Go on.
What do you mean by that? It will erase the need for human existence.
That's not sound like a very good path to me, does it?
Well, I mean and I'm saying, but let's ask this question. But can the system survive on just AI alone and no souls inhabiting the planet if they found a way to self-sustain themselves as AI? No, the system would die
But he sees that change coming when?
by the end of this century. That will we be having no, we won't be having near as many children as we do now.
When you were teaching about source energy and the field of intention, how close were you, and what would you like to change now about what you said that we can do and manifest while we're here?
Well, you need source energy to inject into your intentions for manifestation. Do you believe that manifestation is possible while we're here on the? Yes, he does believe it's possible, but it's a lot more difficult than what we understand it to be.
Is source energy the same thing as 0 point energy?
No,
Can we tap into that for intention and manifestation?
you can.
Well, would that be helpful? I'm sure we could tap into anything, but I'm asking for, is there a path that's useful? I could want to do something that's going to waste time.
No, it's not useful.
What is 0 point energy capable of helping us do then while we're on the earth plane?
What does 0 point energy? It just helps us to have some sort of existence without the need for the light and the dark. It creates a unbiased existence.
But does it give us any power, any ability to do things, any transportation abilities that we don't necessarily have yet, right? Yet?
According to him, does it give us any power or no? I mean, according to him, he says no. But I think we asked someone else one time in another video, and we got that you could manifest in the 0 point energy field because it was like a blank canvas for you to create manifestations. But then, according to what we got over the weekend, was you need to try to manifest outside of the universal boundary lines. So, which one is more correct? He says manifesting outside of the boundary lines.
The boundary line. Can you explain that to us? The boundary line of the universe, of incarnation,
The boundary line of the universe.
what exists beyond that boundary line?
Oh, what exists beyond that boundary line? Unused energy that is there for us to use
Is that
and to
like
bring
a
back.
solar system boundary line, a soul planetary system boundary line, a Milky Way universe boundary line? What?
It is the part where the universe ends, and does it go into just what exists beyond that? Nothing, what he says, that space immediately outside of the boundaries, nothing really exists beyond that. So you wouldn't have to travel too far outside of the boundary to collect energy.
And we're capable of doing that while we're incarnated on the Earth plane?
Yes, but you have to do it with your consciousness.
How do we send our consciousness there? Through like an OBE or,
You can do it through meditation.
and if he can look back upon his career, what he told us about health, about manifesting, what message does he want to change now?
What message do you want to change now? He says maybe not be so concerned with, I want this or I need that. He says living in the now is more important and living in gratitude. You have a much happier existence and with the acceptance and living in gratitude.
So what does gratitude do to like our vibration level? Does it raise it? Does it get us to like a closer nirvana state?
Absolutely, it does. It raises, and it also doesn't feel so heavy here on the earth plane. It just feels much better. It's a much better way to live in gratitude without he says we're so obsessed with I have to have this, I have to have that.
I do. Yes. Who did he meet when he crossed over that was outside of his soul circle that he was most interested to seek out? What other wisdom spreaders?
Outside of your some ancient Buddhist monks.
What was that interaction like?
He just liked their energy, the space that they're in. Now they're on their last incarnations here on the earth plane. So as far as like the planning is concerned, it really is very minimal. And he quite likes that idea. He is looking forward to not having to come back here.
How many human
But
incarnations from Wayne Dyer?
oh, how many human incarnations from Wayne Dyer? Ooh, he's up there. He's about 500.
So does he remember all of his lifetimes and everything that happened throughout all of them?
Not everything that happened, but yes, he does, but
So
not everything.
if we were to go to, let's say, lifetime 119, what can he tell us about that lifetime?
It was very, very difficult. I see him with some sort of implement and he's breaking up stone. This was his job. He didn't question it. He was paid exceptionally low, very little money. They were starving. They lived on broth mostly. It was a very hard life.
Let's move ahead to lifetime number 388. What can you tell us about that one?
Lifetime number 388. That was more sophisticated, but he was an idyllic woodsman, building things with his hands, chopping down trees, making houses, surviving, fishing, building fires. He was quite isolated in that lifetime.
Did he have the same remorse coming over from that death that he did when he left as Wayne Dyer?
No,
How about lifetime 436?
that lifetime he was a female and he had a lot of children. It was somewhere over in Europe, Eastern Europe. And again, a very poverty-stricken existence, very, very difficult life. The children were sick. Some of them, some of the viruses left permanent damage, and it was a hard life.
Are there any news shows or newspapers over there, magazines?
No.
Like, what is the news from the other side this week? What's new? What's cracking over there?
What news did you get for us? Sorry, what news did you get on the other side this week? Earth changes. Earth changes, like what earth changes are coming, where we're headed. We are going into we just covered this a little bit, I think you and I did, about a meatless existence. That is
Right.
coming. That is coming.
It won't be a very good barbecue season then. But they care about Earth things over there. But I'm interested in like the their things. Tell me what is happening there. What's the news on the
Oh,
other side that we don't get to see while we're down here on the Earth plane?
what is the news on the other side? Well, they have ceremonies where they congratulate people that no longer have to come back down, and that they get moved on to another job, or when somebody's climbing the ascension ladder over there. I mean, they do have ceremonies,
Interesting.
uh, graduation ceremonies.
Do they have sporting events over there?
Sometimes, yes.
Explain these type of sporting events, Wayne Dyer, that people on the other side have. What are they like?
Oh, he says it's just a place to meet up together. What's the thing where you throw the balls on the lawn? He's talking about that.
Bocce? Petanque?
Yes, yes.
They're just over there playing bocce. That still seems a little highbrow.
Well, he does run with the best. But he is saying, it really all of these things are a meeting point, inspirational. The graduation ceremonies are to prove that you can ascend, you can end up not having to reincarnate on the earth plane. It's to show that it can be done because it feels so impossible.
So you've been over there 10 years. How many of those ceremonies of ascension have you been to?
Hundreds. He particularly likes these.
You then talk to the people that have done and finished the reincarnation cycle?
Sometimes, yes.
I'm surprised the number is that high because it seems like it's harder to get up the ascension scale nowadays than it used to be. So let's say maybe he could ask around. 100 years ago, in 1926, were there more people ascending than there are now?
No,
Really? Has he given any
really.
lectures
Yeah.
over there?
Have you given any? One, yes.
How did that roll?
How did that go? I mean, it was okay. He was proud of himself for doing it, but there's a lot of great talent up there, a lot of knowledge.
Has he been to the
He,
library, the Akashic Records? Is there a Sphinx over there?
there's no Sphinx. Have you been to the Akashic Records? Yes, he has been to the Akashic Records.
So what does that look like?
It looks like a high-tech barcode entry system. Clearly, they're not physical books. It's almost like they scan your barcode again. It's and etherically you have something showing you your life plan, future and past.
What's the penalty for overdrawn Akashic record books?
Oh my goodness. That's really funny. He finds that question really funny. That was funny.
No penalty?
No.
What other edifices are there, structures over there that you can go to that you have been to that we would find amusing?
Well, they're not actual structures. They're just energetic structures. And the meeting point and classrooms, and there's like a dome, and I'm saying, what's going on in the dome? That's just a larger meeting point.
So from where we are talking to him and where he is talking to us, where is that? Where is he right now? A distance from us. How far away is he? Where is this place he is at now?
Where is this place that you are at? Oh, wow. Really, really far away.
Not helpful, Wayne.
Thousands of, you can't even quantify it in miles. You'd have to quantify it in like, is it light years? A few light years.
So is it a place in the physical world, in our physical universe, that just has both physicality and energetics? Because I can look at a universal map. I can see that, 300,000 light years away in a different galaxy, there are other stars that are rotating. Is it that, or is it like a different dimensional rift that he's in now?
Oh, it's definitely a different dimensional rift.
And at what speed was he traveling to get there when he
Mm,
went through the tunnel? We haven't asked that before.
no, if you were to say in miles per hour, how many miles per hour were you traveling up through the tunnel? 20,000, 20,000, 200,000 miles per hour.
Well, light is 186,000 miles per second. Was he traveling at the speed of light or faster?
Were you traveling at the speed of light? A little bit faster.
So that's 186,000, 200,000 miles per second, probably. What is that tunnel made of?
What is that tunnel made of? Just energy, white light, magnets. It's very magnetic. It's the magnetic pull that pulls you upwards.
So, like, what was your exertion level when you got finished crossing through that tunnel? Were you like, oh, I'm so tired? Or were you having doubt, I'm never going to make it? Or did you always just think, must follow light, like a fly to my porch light?
But what was that? What was it was, he didn't have to, and there was no exertion whatsoever. You're just floating.
Can you stop?
No,
Is the incarnation path through a tunnel the same distance as the disincarnation tunnel when you cross over?
yes,
Is it the same tunnel?
no.
Can we manufacture one of those tunnels while we're here on the Earth plane, or does it only happen when our body expires?
Can we manufacture one? No, we can't we're not that powerful. No,
What does Wayne Dyer think is the most important thing we can do to help ourselves manifest while alive on the Earth plane?
to help ourselves manifest. He's going back to that gratitude again. He says if you have gratitude, you're more likely to receive.
But I'm not putting intent into that receiving, just kind
No,
of an open-ended gratitudeness.
that's what he says, but I would disagree with that. But anyway, that's what he says.
And what is he working on right now over the next 100 years?
Coming back as a female.
Can you come back
Um,
as an animal?
no.
Are there any higher evolved animals on the Earth plane that we don't know about, or is Earth human being the top of the evolutionary food chain?
Oh no, we're not at the top. No.
So
I
what
mean,
else
we
could you incarnate
are.
on as Earth on the Earth plane?
Well, you could come in as energy without being physical, he says. But that's like a highly evolved ascended master level.
And how many are operating under that banner?
About five.
Hmm. Is that the only other advanced incarnation thing you can do? Be an Earth ball?
Yes.
Well, not many people have made it that far. Liz, thank you very much.
Hardly
Dr.
ever.
Wayne Dyer. I appreciate your time, and each of you out there, we appreciate you. Let us know how you found us, if it's through a pop-up, if it's through your bell warning, or if you hyped us or shared it with a friend. We appreciate each one of you out there, and I thank Liz and Wayne Dyer for putting this together and helping me answer these mysterious questions of life on the other side.
Absolutely. This was amazing. Thank you. Please don't forget, Mr. Reality has a tip jar listed down below.